The Hubble Space Telescope has discovered a mysterious glow around the solar system that no one has been able to explain so far. The strange light was revealed during an analysis of the Hubble data, and it has nothing to do with the twinkling stars or even the moonlight. Although it's mild and equivalent to the steady glow of 10 fireflies spread across the entire sky, it does exist. If you take away the light that results from the stars, planets, dust, and galaxies, the remaining light is hard to ignore. It's like turning off all the lights in a closed dark room and still finding an unexpected glow there. But if there is light, there must be a source. So what exactly is its point of origin? How was this strange light discovered in the first place? Finally, and most importantly, why is its understanding so crucial for physics and astronomy? The night sky is not completely dark. We have a visual perception of the sky that depends upon how the constituents reflect and radiate light. In the Hubble images, the measured sky brightness is a combination of zodiacal light, ZL, diffuse galactic light, or DGL, and extragalactic background light, EBL. Of all these, the zodiacal light is the brightest and results from sunlight scattered off by interplanetary dust. Then, the light scattered by dust and gas in the interstellar medium, along with the one emitted by unresolved faint stars, is the diffuse galactic light. Finally, all far ultraviolet to far infrared extragalactic photons, including light from stars, active galactic nuclei, and other objects, represents the extragalactic background light. However, when more than 200,000 Hubble images were analyzed, none of these contributors could directly explain the ghostly glow. Hubble captured these images as part of SkySurf, one of the telescope's largest programs, characterizing the sky's brightness to the full extent. The diffuse sky accounts for more than 95% of the photons received by Hubble at wavelengths between 0.6 to 1.25 microns. In addition, more than 95% of the photons in the Hubble images are known to come from distances less than 3 billion miles, or 4.8 billion kilometers from Earth. For many years, researchers using telescope data have discarded these sky photons, as they are more interested in other objects like stars and galaxies. But they aren't useless. Instead, they contain critical information that can be extracted thanks to Hubble's sensitivity to measure faint brightness levels. As far as the mysterious glow around the solar system is concerned, there could be several possibilities regarding its origin, and they have yet to be confirmed. But the most convincing connection is being speculated with a never-before-seen dust component in the solar system. It's known that the solar system is filled with tiny particles of dust and ice, resulting from a population of comets traveling inwards from the solar system's far reaches. They fall in towards the sun from different directions and spew out the exhaust of dust as the ice sublimates due to heat from the sun. Then, as the sunlight falls on the remaining particles, they reflect it, forming a diffuse glow. This dust component in our solar system has been hypothesized earlier, but has never been detected. Interestingly, the New Horizons probe also detected something strange in the outer solar system. The spacecraft was launched in January 2006 to study the then ninth planet of the solar system, Pluto. In July 2015, it flew 12,500 kilometers, or 7,800 miles above the dwarf planet, providing us with stunning images of the far-flung world. New Horizons recently crossed the mark of 50 astronomical units from the Sun. That's 50 times the Earth-Sun distance, or about 7.5 billion kilometers. When the New Horizons probe reached the outer, darker regions of the solar system, its instruments picked up something strange. They detected faint but excess optical light in the space beyond Pluto. Interestingly, the researchers expected to see something like this because of the cosmic optical background. a faint flare resulting from all light emanating from sources outside of our galaxy. However, what surprised everyone was the amount of light the instruments captured, which was almost twice as expected. Recently, a group of researchers explained that this light might have been an outcome of some complex dark matter interaction, but the exact reason is still unknown. The glow captured by Hubble runs on a different line than the one detected by New Horizons. It lies closer to us, and its residual light is more, suggesting that it must evolve from some local phenomenon occurring within the solar system instead of being associated with something far outside. If the analysis made so far is viable, it hints at the presence of a new dust component between us and the distance where New Horizons made its measurements. For instance, in this illustration, one can have an idea of the location and size of the hypothetical dust cloud that might be responsible for the glow. And if this is really the case, it would mark the discovery of a new architectural element in the solar system. It's not the first time an unexpected gleam has been recorded in the universe. Even the galactic center is producing high-energy light that needs to be better understood. An excess of brightness, possibly associated with hydrogen, was observed by Voyager 1 at the boundary of the solar system. So it won't be wrong to say that things are glowing weirdly out there. Considering these, SkySurf primarily aims to put constraints on extragalactic background light, or EBL, to make the observations more precise and accurate. It is speculated that there might be a significant number of missing faint galaxies that could be causing the discrepancy in the latest light measurements. But when the team searched for hidden galaxies by stacking images on top of each other, they concluded that there were not enough missing galaxies to account for the extra light, thus strengthening the interplanetary dust possibility even further. Looking up at the sky helps to learn a lot about the things happening up there, from our solar system to the far regions of the universe. And if there is some ghostly glow present around, it makes things a little complicated and fuzzy. The analysis of SkySurf data has so far been compiled in 4 research papers, and several new papers with further constraints and possibilities are expected to come up soon. This concludes the 40th episode of the Sunday Discovery series. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any future videos of the series.